Hey guys, it's Brian from Nutech Cleaning Systems. I'm here to talk to you about the new DRIEAZ Sahara ProX4 air mover. Right out of the box, when we unpackage this thing, a couple things we noticed immediately. Any of you have watched my product spotlight videos? I like to talk about features, advantages, and benefits, which I'm going to do in a moment. But right out of the gate, any of you have seen my videos know there's two things that I really gravitate to. One is quality, and I use the term fit and finish. How the fit and finish is of any given piece of equipment. DRIEAZ, Sapphire, and the Legend brands umbrella of equipment, they do a really good job with fit and finish. In fact, right on their box, they have a sticker that says this package was, delivered to the shipping company in first class condition. And I have to say, it's true. I mean, you pull this thing out of the box, the fit and finish was perfect. It was delivered in a very professional way. The fit and finish is just fantastic. And that relates to the second thing that I always talk about, which is return on investment. I always use the phrase ROI in many of the industry forums when I get tagged into different threads. So return on investment. One of the things anyone who's owned DRIEAZ equipment in the past is very well aware that usually when that equipment has reached its end of its lifespan, so to speak, it probably should have been thrown away 5 years ago. The problem is it keeps running and running. It runs really good. It's because they're built well. This machine is built extremely well. This air mover is really well built, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So when you look at our return on investment, your ROI, when you're purchasing equipment, whether it's for floating carpet, drying floors in a store, in a building, whatever you're using this for, this is a great, great unit. I can tell you right out of the gate when we start talking about airflow and power, this unit is very powerful and has very strong CFM flow. More importantly, it has very strong static pressure flow, which we'll talk about in a moment. So right out of the gate, I'm going to turn this unit around a little bit so you can see the side. One of the things we noticed right away when we do repairs on damaged equipment, it's because a lot of times these guys are rough on the equipment. They're banging them around, putting them in trucks and moving them from location to location. This has a recessed on and off switch. It's a 3-speed switch. So this fan has a low, medium, and high speed. It's a low amp air mover, but it gives you 3 choices of CFM, which is really nice. I can tell you the very first one of these that we sold, the guy came right back and bought another one. He said, Brian, this thing floats carpet like nobody's business. That's what I mean when I say it's got good airflow and good static pressure. It's able to float carpet when appropriate, maybe water damaged carpet, for example. So we like how that switch is recessed because no matter what we hit it on, it's not going to get snapped off like we see in a lot of other air movers. Another thing that everybody likes is the GFI, the dual GFI plug switch. So we're able to plug and daisy chain other equipment. So you can put up to 6 of these on one circuit, which is nice if you're doing water damage work, but you can also daisy chain them together, which has kind of become a norm with a lot of the new restoration air movers. Another thing that we liked about this air mover is as you look at it, and you have to see it in person to really appreciate it, the quality, the durability. This thing is solid as a rock, yet it's not heavy. It's actually very light. It was designed to be lightweight for guys that have to lug these things in and out of job sites. So it's a lighter version to the old Saharas of the past. So it's very, very nice. It's got some cutouts on the top, which allow for really good stackability. So it's a stackable air mover. It's flat on the top. It's got 4 recesses so they can stack neatly on top of each other. Some other things that we like about this air mover. If you notice on the front, it's got this little gadget here, which some of the guys remember the old clamp down for floating carpets. This is an adjustable unit that you can put on top of carpet, snug it down nice, and it's actually nice. It's not cheap. It's actually really solid. That way, when you're floating carpet, it can hold it in place and allow air to flow underneath the flooring material, which we like a lot. The next thing that we noticed about it, which is really nice, I'm gonna kind of turn it this way so you can see it better. Underneath this unit, show you the best I can here. It's got a little snap out and it's real nice. It's not cheap. It's a nice snap out unit. If you need to airflow air up slightly, so you're maybe creating airflow in a certain direction, you're able to do that, but it still has, turn it this way, Still has where you can tilt it back to your 45-degree air circulation if you're trying to circulate air in a room. And of course, you can put it straight up if you need to blow straight up and circulate and create your vortex this way for structure drying, commercial buildings where you might have a high ceiling. You really need to get that air up there to float that wet, humid air back down to be picked up by your dehumidification devices. So this is a really nice, and it's solid too. Now, I'm going to get to a couple things that we noticed that were very well thought out. A lot of air movers will scratch up a wooden floor, okay? Now they have some kind of protectors on the bottom, maybe some sort of rubber feet, but they're minuscule. They're not really built for durability to help save flooring and being careful on flooring. The rubber feet on the bottom of these are substantial. They're not cheap and they're not small. They're quite thick. So I know that when contractors put this on the floor, they're not going to be scratching any flooring material, any fine floor, stone floors, or any soft wood floors. So this is nice. It's got very nice rubber feet on these. They are replaceable and exchangeable. If you ever wear them down, you can always just have them switched out. So that's nice as well. Here's the big thing though, that really caught us at the end. Once we had set up one of these in our store as a display, one of the guys plugged it in and said, I'm going to leave it plugged in so guys can turn it on and play with it like we do with a lot of our other equipment. One of the things we noticed when we turn this fan on, which I'm going to do, anyone who's ever used any kind of centrifugal fan knows that they vibrate. They have a lot of vibration to them. They're kind of clunky, a lot of them. This thing is so smooth that you almost have to put your hand on it because you can't believe that it's that. There's like virtually no vibration. This thing is so smooth, the way they put these together. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just this one we unboxed. So we unboxed another one. Turned it on, just as smooth. Just before shooting this video, I questioned myself again. I opened this one. This is right out of the box, brand new. I turned it on before I started this video. I can't believe it. They are all so smooth with no vibration. Now, to the average person, they're like, well, what's a little vibration? Who cares? Anyone who's done any kind of restoration work knows that the vibration and the noise that comes out of these units defines whether Susie Homemaker unplugs your unit in the middle of the job and then it's not running all night. For those of you who do structural drying, this is a real problem. We want it to be decibel, as quiet as possible. We also, that vibration noise can make a person crazy when they're at home trying to listen to your equipment humming in the background. This thing is smooth as silk, and I'm going to turn it on. This fan goes up to, I believe, 1,500 and 1,400, almost 1,500 CFM. So it's got really nice CFM. So on low, as you put your hand on this thing, it's shocking. It's like there's like almost no vibration at all. It's extremely smooth. So we thought, okay, let's throw it up on the medium speed. Nope, virtually no vibration. You go to high, full velocity, almost no vibration. You might see my video camera blowing around a little bit because it's starting to blow the camera a little bit, but you know, it's got good CFM. It's got really good flow and there's no noise and vibration. This thing is whisper quiet. So when we look at fit and finish, durability, we talked about how solid this thing is, very durable. And then we talk about return on investment. Our company here internally, we own over 1,000 pieces of rental equipment. So these are things we look at really, really hard because when we put things into our own rental division, we say, what's our return on investment? Not how much is the unit. Even though these are actually a price point unit, these are under 300 bucks a piece. I think they're $268 or something like that. They're a price point unit, but we don't get too hung up on the price as much as we get hung up on how many days of rental will this unit survive before we have to sell it or put it to bed. And this unit is so durable, we think the return on investment is going to be outstanding. You're going to be renting this unit to your customers in the restoration field for many, many, many years of service, and it's very durable. It's a very, very nice unit. So with that being said, I wanted to show you guys, I got a lot of people calling me saying, hey, what's up with that new X4 unit? So I wanted to be able to throw this video out so you guys could kind of know some of the features, advantages, and benefits of this unit and see if there's a place for it in your fleet. And I hope this video helps you. Click like and follow for more videos like this that will help you understand different equipment. We really appreciate you watching. And again, thanks for watching.